I'm going to do a quick little video on this, well hopefully quick. I wanted to charge up this power bank for my car. It's like a jump starter thing. I've never actually used it, but I wanted to charge it up because it's getting a bit low, leave it in the car and, you know, charge up occasionally. There's a USB ports on it, could be handy for something. It just sits in the car as a precaution because if I've got it, you can almost guarantee I'm never going to need to use it. I went to charge it up, so I went to plug this power supply in, which is a 14.5 volt, 1.5 amp power supply, which is to charge this. Plugged it in, there's a spark. The UPS, which it was plugged into, died instantly. But this UPS, I did a battery replacement on it earlier in the year, not that long ago. Battery's already dead. Hasn't even lasted a year this time. So I'm going to open this up maybe and have a little look at that. What's happening is you turn it on, completely flat because the battery's gone, but with the power plugged in, it's exactly the same. So I think it's blown the fuse on the back. This power supply is dead. I plugged it into a different power point. There's no power coming out of it. So just by plugging it in, it blew it up. I've used this before and it's been fine, so I don't know why it's suddenly been an issue, but maybe it's a rush thing or something, I don't know. But I did actually have it this time plugged into the power bank when I plugged it in, so maybe that inrush of trying to power the power bank at the same time was what killed it. Have a quick look at this and see what's going on. So input fuse is right here. I've replaced this previously. This is the actual fuse here. Yep, that's blown. That's definitely gone. Wow. So I've replaced the fuse. Let's plug power in. Let's see if it's going to work. Power is plugged in. Okay, Boonton again. At least it's not completely dead. Let's pull the covers off and look at this battery because I think this battery is knackered again. So it wasn't long ago to replace this. I'm a bit annoyed about this battery already being dead. It's not under much load, it just basically sits here doing very little. We do get a lot of power surges here and stuff like that. And you know, outages, we had quite a few of them, but it's probably had to run power for a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 times in the past 6 months maybe. I mean, it shouldn't be dead from that. Is the battery? What is it with me remembering this date wrong? I was wrong. It's not this year. This happened to me last time too. Is it like me putting the wrong date on this battery or something when I put them in? I don't know. 22nd of the 6th, 20. Okay, that's over a year ago. I'm sure it was earlier this year. Wow, my memory must definitely be going. Well, for now I'm going to put it back together because I don't have a battery to put in it. And having something which is partially working is better than nothing at all. I have to get another battery again. I'm sure it was only like 6 months ago. Incredible. The reason I wanted to record a video on this is that not so much about this battery replacement thing, you know, I've done this before and covered it more than once. It's more about the fact that I plugged that power supply in and it blew the fuse on the UPS, which is weird because that's not exactly a high current, 1.5 amps max. I think it's purely inrush, something went wrong. I have to look at this power supply here, this little block, because this is dead. Right, now I've got my UPS running again. I've got my extra lights. Let's crack this thing open. I've got a choice. I could either use this one or I could use the other one. I think I might go for the softer one first. This usually works smack out of the hammer. I guess I made this one really well, apart from the electronics. Alright, just about in. So it did take a bit of persuasion. It's very well sealed up, this one. Well, visually it looks fine. Looks alright. Don't forget to click like and subscribe as you're first on here. Alright, let's measure some of these capacitors and stuff to make sure they're dead before I start probing around too much. That's fine. We've got another one over here which is a bit smaller. Dead as well. I think we should be fine. Yeah, there's no issues there. Right. Do some diode checks and stuff. That's interesting. D1. Is it short? Is it meant to be? That one's okay. D1 seems to be a short. Might have already found a problem. Got these 2 big diodes over here as well. 2.3 yet, 4.23. So that diode there is looking like a short, which is coming from over here. Between there and here is a short, which is that fuse supply coming in. So the AC comes in, goes through that fuse, which then goes through this diode and the other diode to form a halfway rectifier, looks like. So that's a short. That's a short. Okay, so we've got a diode bridge arrangement over here. That one measures okay. So it's like a discrete diode bridge. Okay, I think it might have blown diodes in here. And that fuse will be, you know, almost certainly blown. Let's check that. Yeah, fuse is blown. So I think it's blown diodes, because I'm getting a few diodes here which are showing as shorts. That'd be the problem. I have to replace those and we should probably be good again after that. So it looks like D1 is shorted, and I think, was it D3 here? I think was the other one was shorted. And they're both connected to the same points on the circuit board, at least, on the same phase input. D1, just there, that's looking like it's shorted. D2, just here, seems to be okay. D3 just here appears to be shorted, D4 appears to be okay, and obviously the fuse is blown. So I think I'm going to replace D1 and D3 and the fuse, and I think this should bring the power supply back to life, unless something else is gone. Maybe I should look a bit deeper first. So I thought I would check the transistor in the centre here, maybe a diode or whatever it is, I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, on that side, 0.5, 145, that device there looks okay. There's a diode over here next to the transformer, that's looking okay. So that's that device here I just tested. Yeah, so I think we're probably alright. I mean, that's also a switching transistor. I'm guessing it's a switching transistor. Anyway, it measured alright. I think it's just those 3 parts to replace. Fuse. Diode number 1. And diode number 2. See what these things are. It says 007. It's an FR107. I'm not familiar with that. Is that like a 4007 equivalent, or is it a Schottky instead? And this fuse, we'll have to strip this off and find out what this is. Did its job anyway, it worked, but unfortunately not before it blew something else. So I was a bit too slow. Oh, it's inside a bloody holder. Let's see what it is on the board. T 2.0, there we go. So it's a slow blow 2 amp fuse, so I will have something I can put in there, I'm sure. Let's figure these diodes out. Alright, so I've got a fuse in here now. I've got diodes. I had to replace with whatever diodes I had, which is some 1N4004s. Now these aren't exactly like diodes. The ones that are in here are fast recovery diodes, so I'm not quite sure what the difference is really in this situation, because it's a bridge rectifier, discrete bridge rectifier. So I'm putting 4004s, which are 600 volt rated, so they should be okay for the job, I hope. I'd be surprised if they're not. I'm going to have to get some better ones, so let's put a fuse in here. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll put a heat shrink over that. This one is inline fuses, see how that goes, in case that one blows as well. Close to being ready to try it out and see if it still blows up or not. I hope not. So let's plug this thing in, see if it's going to blow up again or not. Nothing connected to it, so let's plug it in, see if it arcs or anything like that. If the lights go off, it's no good. Well, that's a good start. It didn't go bang. Let's check voltages. My wife is easel. Right, better turn this on if I want to see voltage. I haven't glued it back together yet. Right, let's plug this in. When did it come on? Go. There we go. Alright. Hey, it's working. 14.7 volts. Excellent. I'm glue it back together. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I hope you found it interesting. Catch you next one. Bye.